you were very gracious with me in terms of helping me to be able to be gracious with myself and setting realistic goals, because I'm the kind of person where my eyes are bigger than my time. So that was really good in terms of like, okay, you want to do this and this, we come to this week and maybe we haven't done it, but how can we actually break this down in a way that helps you to be able to achieve?
Yeah. Hi Zoe, how are you?
Hey, Lakeisha, I am good by God's grace. Thank you very much. How are
Good.
you?
I'm good. I'm glad you're good. I'm good. Like the sun is shining. I pulled out my glasses because you can't see it. I can see it on your face. But yeah, no, it's a nice day, thank God. So
Yes.
today is really just an opportunity for me to get to know how you found your coaching experience. I want you to be completely open and honest and truthful with me. Is that all good?
That's great. Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. So let me know, like, what made you decide to get coaching?
I decided to get coaching because primarily I wanted one-to-one help. Like
Okay.
I'd done mentorship where I was in a group of like more than 1,000 people,
Wow.
paid a lot of money for that. And then at the time I was doing another level of mentorship where there was a group of us, there was like maybe like 10, 12, and that's grown. But I think what happens every time was the numbers were growing and you were losing that one-to-one
Okay.
and that opportunity to really get more specific personalized
Yeah.
support. So that's why I wanted coaching. And for me, the time was really crucial because it was the start of my maternity leave. And essentially, I had a year of time to
Yeah.
really hone in on what I wanted to do and get the biggest impact for me and my family. Yeah.
Yeah. No, love that. So yeah, I was gonna ask if you had had coaching already, but you've said like that you've had a few, and wow, that sounds a lot, 1,000 people. Okay, cool. So
It's a lot of people. You'll be on a call and you have your hand up, and there's so many people have their hand up that you won't even get called in the end. You just have to take other people's advice and try to tailor it to yourself,
crazy,
which, yeah.
crazy. So for you, you was looking for the personalized support. Okay, that sounds good. And like for you, like what made you choose me as a coach? Like why me?
I chose you because one, having known you, I know you to be a woman of integrity, a woman of the word, and I wanted that aspect of like, okay, somebody who also knows God and
Yeah.
is in tune with what the spirit is doing, and then also like. I see you. You be going to get it. I'm like me. I want to go get it. So I wanted that
Yeah.
hunger and that fearlessness, I think, that I
Yeah.
see you display. I wanted to have that impact on my journey. And yeah, and you're pretty cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I chose you.
You. Thank you. Appreciate. Thank you for sharing. And at any point, like, did you question whether you should get coaching? Or was it like, yeah, I'm gonna go? Like, was there any hesitation or anything that you wasn't sure about? And if so, like, what was it? And
What
then
would you
made you
mean?
decide to,
If it's any hesitation, probably would have been from the aspect of I'm about to go on maternity leave, my
yeah,
money's going to get cut,
yeah,
Is this the time to making a financial commitment?
yeah,
Another financial commitment. But I haven't discussed it with my husband. We decided that actually that when the coaching goes the way that we anticipate it going, it should bring in and add value to our to
yeah,
our home's income rather than take away. So the benefit of it
yeah.
on reflection far outweighed the sacrifice that we would have to make in order to be able to make the coaching happen.
Yeah, no, I love that because you was on maternity leave. And one thing I love about you is that like you could have made an excuse that because you just had your child, right? You could have said, "Oh no, like I just had my child. Oh no, I'm on maternity leave." And yes, you thought about it as an investment. And I think it's easy to just focus on the financial element, like you say, but when you think about the return, like for you that's what made you decide, no, actually, do you know what, regardless I'm still going to go for it. So yeah, no, thank you for sharing. So talk me through like the coaching experience, yeah, the coaching experience itself in terms of like what you wanted to achieve, what
Yeah.
happened, and I guess my way of working, like how did you all find out? Like, where are you now to compare to where you started? Like, what's going on with you? Like, obviously, people are watching this, they don't know who you are, right? So,
Yeah.
what's happened in the time of working together?
So I wanted to get coaching because I wanted to use the year of my maternity to achieve financial freedom so that I would replace the income I'm getting from work through
Yeah,
my property business. And exactly because of my child, because I'm like, this baby's here now. The way the world is going, you need
yeah,
to have your eyes on the babies. So I wanted to be able to liberate myself
yeah.
essentially from having to by fire by force go back to work and do those same
Mhm.
hours by creating another stream of income through the
Yeah,
business. um I think that at the beginning of it, it was a lot of sort of like planning around like time and actually thinking about physically my health. What am I able to do? What am I not able to do? Where can I take it? Where can I not take the baby? That kind of thing. And actually working around what activities were possible. In the beginning as well, I think it was a lot of like working with the mindset. And I think that's one thing I really want to say, like, yeah, boom to you, because you very quickly identified some negative thought patterns that I had that had been holding me down or holding me back from being able to make progress. And
yeah,
we spent a few sessions dealing with that. I cried a bit in the midst of that. But that was really important because I think it was good foundational work to try and address what are the current things that not even externally but internally are
yeah,
stopping me from taking the steps that need to be taken. And I think that was gold. That was really, really gold, because I think it transcends just the coaching and the business. It goes into every single aspect of life, those things as well. So that was really important. Putting together a plan, like when I need to achieve things, like the timeline of it, dealing with the
yeah,
mindset, and then setting the goals as well, at the different timestamps.
yeah,
You were very gracious with me in terms of um, you know, helping me to be able to be gracious with myself and setting realistic goals, because I'm the kind of person where my eyes are bigger than my time. So that was really good in terms of like, okay, you want to do this, and this, we've come to this week and maybe we haven't done it, but how can we actually break this down in a way that helps you to be able to achieve
yeah,
where I am now. I've added to my property portfolio for the business, praise God, which is bringing in a really decent income. I haven't matched what I wanted to match by this point in time, but I believe that all the right things are in place for me to be able to get there,
yeah,
or even to be able to hit like a decent, well, more than what I would have by the time I go back, because my next point now is to get that property on. So and I think, as well as growing the business, I've grown.
yeah,
We've done projects, and I've grown in my DIY skills and in my time management skills and in my problem solving skills and in so many other ways, my communication skills, and be like, don't take no nonsense from these agents. Okay. Um, so
love
so yeah,
it.
I think that's really been good to see. And I think even in confidence as well in dealing with some of these issues through the entire journey. And that's been good. And I think the way that you broke down, like, okay, this is where we need to get to, we're coming to the end as well, like, what did you want to achieve, what do you need to think about your, like, so like the exit side of things, looking into financial planning,
Yeah,
actually looking at the figures, like, what specifically do I need for me and my family to get to the
mhm,
next stage, and putting those things in place. That was really, really useful, actually,
yeah,
because I think those were things that I hadn't considered necessarily, when we talked about all the different aspects I needed to be considered about, like, my work and the benefits that comes with it and how we're going to replace those, and all that kind of stuff. Was really, really good. I think even dealing with like spiritual aspects of things as well, um, in the midst of all of this, making time to grow spiritually, which is important to me,
yeah,
and how that can happen in the midst of all of that, helping me to put together a plan for that too, I believe has been really, 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 really helpful.
I love what you were saying just then, because I think people get coaching to achieve a particular result, right? And that is the whole purpose of a coach, to help you achieve a result. But coaching is so much more than that. It's providing you with a safe space, like we've been able to laugh, cry, like, and that's what being a coach is about. Like I've heard people say that, I'll get my friends to help me, but your friends just don't won't have the same time like fully invested, because ultimately it's all about you, right? We don't discuss me. This is about your goals and ultimately, like you say, building the life you want for your family. So I love that for you. So what would you say to someone who is considering coaching? Maybe they've seen me, as another coach, and they want to get support, but they're like on the fence. Perhaps I don't know what they're thinking. It could be anything, or maybe like for you, like there was a financial question that like you were thinking about. Like, what would you say to that person?
I think you have to know the reason why you want coaching, right? And I think we talked about that at the start of our session, my why. And if your why is not, I don't want to say legitimate or is not strong, then
Mm,
maybe the timing for coaching is not just yet. But when you know that there's something that has been burning on your heart and something that you've been putting off for so long, the longer you wait, that time you're never going to get back.
yeah,
The seasons are changing, the world is changing. If it's a money issue, then you have to look at, okay, to be honest, I think you have been very good, and obviously we worked out a plan that was helpful for us to be able to keep up with, like making the
yeah,
payments, financial commitments to you. But obviously I knew that whatever I would make financially or whatever I would make in any other aspect was valuable. So you have to understand the value of the coaching. There's a thing that says that, you can give someone, like, say, a toothbrush, and if they pay £1 for it, they will value it more than if they get it for free
yeah,
because they've invested into it. And it's a thing whereby if you're not willing to invest in yourself, who do you expect to come and invest in you? And also, you will take that experience more seriously to get what you need to get out of it
yeah,
when you know that you have invested into it as well. Sometimes there's a psychology to it too. So if it's about the money, then yeah, if it's about needing a plan, then maybe that can be worked out. But if you really understand the value of what you're getting, then the money is something that is a challenge that can be worked around,
yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, no, love it. Thank you for sharing. It has been a pleasure working with you, seeing you grow, like having that first call when you had just given birth to now, like building your portfolio and just killing it. So well done to you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, Sis. And I look forward to part two.
Yes, yes. Look forward to working together again soon.